It's the second match of round 5 of the Global Rugby Challenge. The pace has been set early and the Flakers are after another win here today against the side, Munster, who was hammered by the All Flakes 38-0 a week ago. Will we see more of that today, or will we see Munster finally fight back? Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the subscriber series, the Global Rugby Challenge. It is the second match of round 5 and Munster, the home team for this match, are having a dreadful season so far. 2 losses kicked off their season before they met up against the first of the 3 subscriber sides. That was the All Flakes, who absolutely hammered them 38 points to nil. Their changes have been 0 in the lead up to this match against the Flakers, and they'll have to really lift their game if they're going to find any points to get their season into gear. The Flakers will be looking to do much of the same that the All Flakes did a week ago, but the question is, will they repeat history? Can they prove they are up to the same level before the sides actually meet? The starting 15 here for the Flakers will be Michael Revlard, Sam Halliday, Chris Smith along the front row. In the second row, Ian McDonald will partner Elliot Malpass, one of the real big performers from the Flakers over the early rounds of the season. Into the back row, Michael Curtin, Connor Beck and Jim Aligino will be the back row. Into the back line, and starting at number 9, the scrum half will be Will Mead. Outside him will be leading point scorer Jonathan Craneen. Then the centre pairing, an interesting one that has plenty of potential as well. It is Douglas Eddington and Jack Rogers. On the wings will be Ryan Heikkinen on the left, Sam Thomas, who proved he is very electric, on the right, and Joshua Barrett at fullback for the Flakers. We're all set to go here in this one, round 5, second matchup. Points on offer that need to be cashed in, as well as the All Flakes lead the table with their first win of the round 5. And now it is the turn of the Flakers. As underway we go. It's kicked off from Craneen, and up goes Malpass. Back in his much preferred back row position as away come Munster. And it's there for O'Connell, who gets hit in a heavy tackle there. Good one too from Ian McDonald. Still there though for Munster, and they'll run it short nicely too. Big pass out wide. How do they get that away? Butler eventually kicked though. Munster get the roll on, and it's just 5 metres out of the Flakers line. What's a kick there from Smith? Well, returning to Australia as well as Smith, flying us straight back in Super Rugby, but for now, his job at hand here is against the Flakers. Line out to the front. McDonald goes to Mead, and Mead to Craneen. Is going to hammer this downfield, looking for clearance, and a beautiful clearance indeed. Wow, Foreman Park is due for an absolute treat here today. 2 teams looking to attack early, play for territory as much as they can. Craneen, no slouch when it comes to kicking, tee or off the hand, as there's a line out stolen from McDonald to the front. Here's Craneen again, looking wide for Eddington. He's got speed and pace, finds Rogers. Rogers on the downside, still got Thomas, and Thomas is in. That's the first try. It goes away with the man on the right wing, Sam Thomas. Dots down, opening try, and the Flakers draw first blood. It was an extraordinary play through the back line, where there is plenty of speed, plenty of power, and the numbers just stacked up on the outside. Sam Rogers, the man who gets all the credit, but a great ball from Douglas Eddington out to Jack Rogers. There it is there, and he played the numbers up against Jones, the fullback. Felix Jones, no chance to stop that try for the Munster fullback. Well played, well worked from the Flakers. So recognisable, that headgear for Sam Thomas. And here is our leading point scorer going into this round, Jonathan Craneen. He's got points coming out his ears, and he gets another couple as well. Plenty of kicking options in this 15 as well. We've seen Douglas Eddington, who is a very accomplished kicker himself, plenty of options here in the Flakers over this season. Back to halfway it'll be for Keatley. He'll look to get his team back into it with some territory as he kicks down into the 22. Chris Smith well away for Halliday. Away for Eddington. Eddington nicely away. And here's Thomas again. Oh, big hit. What a cruncher from Felix Jones. Absolutely destroying Sam Thomas over the sideline as he looked to put on some fancy footwork. Got absolutely hammered for his trouble. Line out here for Gainazu. He's missed a couple. That was close. Just taken in the front from Holland. And now the Flakers drive them back. They're running out through Kilcoyne. Back infield. Ball nicely done to Zebo. Malpass wraps him up and nearly steals the ball as well. This is a gimme as it's up for Bolter. He sits it up. Someone's flying into touch here for the Flakers as it's Munster who Dougal spreading wide. Infield ball again. It goes for Butler.
Release.
Right on halfway. Butler goes to ground. Kilcoyne again will run it himself. Inside ball. Finding his captain inspirational.
Release.
Paul O'Connell. Now it's running out through the number 8 Stander who pops it in field for Keatley. It's a long period of possession here for Munster. Stander looks away for Williams. Now they give us some width. He finally gets his way out to Earls. And Earls, oh, look at that Samuel pass. Finds the ball inside. Oh, what a pass. And it's away for the Flakers. It's a try. What a play. What an intercept. Elliot Malpass, take a bow. That is your X Factor play. Wow, Munster were looking on song here. Beautiful ball wide. Got the options, infield ball, Malpass says thank you very much. And look at the skill of the man. He's plied his trade in the back line. He is no rude customer to some good backline moves at all. He's shown his skills. He is such a talent to have in the forward pack. So good at the hard stuff, but so much flair and ability in the back line. And it is Jonathan Craning who cashes in for his first try and the second for the Corn Flakers. Wow, that was absolutely outstanding there from Elliot Malpass. Craning deserves to give him a beer after the matches. Craning goes wide with the conversion. Right in front, makes a little mistake. Off skew it goes. It's 12-0. The Flakers over Munster. But goodness me, what a try. Assist off the intercept. Munster looking like they were going to give it some width. As soon as the ball found Earls, it found Malpass. And Keatley says the rest is history as he's back to halfway, kicking off again. And here is Malpass. This time he gives the ball away to Keatley. And he offloads nicely to Williams. Williams goes to ground inside the 22 now. Holland gets a big hit. Coming in from Chris Smith. Still inside the 22. Munster is still with the ball. Ganazu gives it to Keatley. Back around the corner. It goes for Smith.
Release.
He nearly finds his way through. Tight defence so far. There's a forward pass. Getting a stander from Butler. Mistakes coming from Munster when they really have the chance to put some points on the board. There's Butler taking it forward.
Touch.
So scrum feed here for the Flakers. What's their option taking gonna be? Oh, look at the shove, the Flakers. Absolutely bulldoze. Here's Eligino. Look at him go. The speed of a number 8 is extreme there. As the support comes eventually, Craneen will play scrum half. Gives away to Mead, but a roll reversal. He's behind the line, and his pass is horrid. Here's Malpass, another intercept. McDonald down the left side. He's looking to link up. Throws a miracle ball to Eddington. Not the best play, but they eventually come down with it. Rivlard away, Telegino again. Curitan away for Craneen. Craneen looks for Malpass. Here's some danger. Malpass for Rogers. Rogers lurking and looking. Oh, that was a dreadful ball. He has support all around him. Couldn't find the right man. And the ball goes into touch, even forward as well, from the outside centre, Jack Rogers. Look who was there, too. It was all little numbers. Malpass was there. Chris Smith in support.
Set.
Plenty of options there for the right winger. Scrum from the Flakers has been impressive all season. Continues on today as well. Munster might secure this one, they do. Williams looks to the open side. Oh, Keatley smashed. Oh, Zebo gets dealt as well. And Curitan off the back of the scrum has got the ball. We've got an advantage as well for the Cornflakers. That is offside. And they will get the penalty. Where do we see it? That tackle it must have been. Time almost up on the clock, and Craning says, let's have a go, boys. Just before the break, Mount pass, horrible ball out wide. Keeley gets it, another dribbler. Picked up from Munster, though. They might get the last little dash at the line here as it's with the big man, and both are. Goes to ground, isolated, and Revlard says, thank you very much. Curtin, away for Heineken. Heineken will back himself. He does, and he goes all the way for the try. Ryan Heikkinen gets one for the match, and he looks good on the left side, strong and very hard to put away. Still had support too. Pretty sure that was out of Malpass. The man has been absolutely phenomenal. Yes, it was, the number 5. Oh, you can't put anything past Malpass. He should have probably got the 2-on-1, the overlap, but Heineken has had rare chances. Heikkinen takes the one he gets. There it is. Steps in field. He gets away from the tackle of Felix Jones. And he hasn't had all the chances in the world, has Ryan Heikkinen, but he took that one very well and went all the way around under the sticks as well. The third try now for the Flakers. Bonus point in the bank. Here is Craneen, missed one earlier. That'll put a real problem in his bank as well as he sinks another. 2 from 3 from Jonathan Craneen, but a good try from Ryan Heikkinen. Puts the exclamation mark on this first half from the Flakers. Round 5, match number 2. It's applaudance all round here for the Flakers, who are dominating Munster. We've seen 38-0 from the All Flakes, and we're going very much the same way here from the Cornflakers. Possession and territory both in the 60s, 66 and 63 for the Flakers respectively. Tackle counts, somehow the Flakers are doing more work on defence, which seems very odd considering the possession. But the handling errors, though, both teams making many mistakes. 8-4, the Cornflakers making those. The big stat, as always, line breaks 6-1, 3 tries. You cannot discount that whatsoever. A great performance so far from the Cornflakers. They'll look to put on the pain and add some more pressure, some more points in the second half. Look to get a big score. That to compare against the All Flakes. It is all to play for. Just a couple of rounds out from when these sides will actually first meet. 19-0 the halftime score. Let's get back down to the second half of action. Not much to celebrate here for the Munster fans, that's for sure. Back to halfway is Keatley, and he kicks us back underway. Waiting for it is Eddington. He gets it and turns and runs away. Zebo's no chance, and Craning through the middle. Looks wide. Oh, big hit. He looks for the 4 men who were waiting outside. Couldn't get it to them. Here's Barrett. Oh, what a tackle from that looked like Smith as well. Taking Barrett down instantly. Eddington gets a dreadful ball back. Has to carry it back.
Crouch.
And that is not the best way that the Flakers wanted to kick off their second half here. Now the pressure's on their defence. Scrum feet for Munster. Waiting for all. They might not get it here, Munster. This might be turnover ball. It will be. Ali Gino changes his mind to Craneen, who makes the hit up.
Release.
Not the best set play there from the Flakers at all. Waiting for it is Heikkinen. He'll do a bit of a kick off the back himself. Looks left side, has gone straight up in the air. He chases and he nearly regathers, but it has pulled him from Earls and he has relieved a lot of pressure. Outside the 22, Williams gets hammered. Good short pass away to Dougal. He's in the 22 as well. Pressure back on here. Short they go. Malpass went for the intercept as Jones joined the line, and here comes O'Connell. It's hard man to put down, and Malpass. Oh, he gets the ball eventually. Aligino takes it to ground. Pressure now on. Mead fires the big ball away for Eddington. He's straight through the middle. He's got the pearl boot. He smacks it away. The wind carries it into touch. Wow, a pure kick is what was meant to come out there. A beautiful kick away, but the wind had the final say. The clearance, though, was perfect. Just what the Flakers needed. Kicked away and set up beautifully for Munster. Wide they look for the support through Deneen. Back in field and outside. Now it goes to Dougal. Keeping it tight. They look to drive upfield on the back of Dougal with O'Connell in support. Now they go to the right-hand side. Heikkinen work to do on Earls. Earls slips away, and Earls just about gets the job done. Great deception from Keith Earls. Showed him a clean set of heels and just about got away. Now we have a line-out. Sam Halliday to throw to the front. McDonald been very good tonight. Craneen looks to the inside. Ball to Connor Begg. That was very well worked. His supporters right on the hand. Gets it now. Here's Mead. Mead going sideways. Fires it up for Eddington. Not the best. McDonald. They change direction. Over the top it goes to Heikkinen. Heikkinen into touch. Nearly gets away, but the last-ditch effort puts him over the chalk. Well, looking for this fourth try here, the Flakers. Time is ticking. Over the hour mark we've gone. Gainazu gets it over the top to O'Connell. Munster look to drive. They get it up quickly. And it's there for both up, but it's pulled down.
Nice.
Very good defence around the line out in the set piece. Williams goes short and a horrible ball for Holland. He's driven down into the ground right on top of the old ruck. Now Dougal fires a big ball wide. Gainazu hits the ruck.
Release.
Oh, this could be a turnover ball here for the Flakers. It will be. There's immense pressure and turnover comes. Chris Smith. Where to Craneen. Craneen away. And Craneen through. Craneen will score. And that's another try for the try-scoring, point-scoring freak. That is Jonathan Craneen. That's his second. And that is his second double as well for this season. Beautiful ball wide. Craneen slips straight through. And no mistake at all from the fly half. Excellent work. Right through he went, in between the would-be tacklers. Zebo, Smith, no chance at all. And Craneen is in. Well, he's had a good points haul again. That's 10 points for the tries. He's also got 3 conversions if he nails this one. 2 at the moment. Could he make it 6 points and 16 for the match? Oh, he's going to be hard to beat. Is Jonathan Craneen. When he plays with this kind of form, he is very hard to put away. 10 minutes left on the clock for Munster to try and do something about this game. Keeley's had a tough match. He's really been all over the shop as thought they'd come now with Thomas. Oh, dreadful ball, and Zebo picks up a desperate chance. Inside now from Deneen. Gets it away nicely to Butler.
Release.
And Munster with a real chance here as the Flakers look to go cute down the blind side. Now here's a short side run from Holland. He's driven into
Release.
the turf. Good tackle, Craneen. Shows he can tackle as well. Keeley picked up and driven down for Will Mead. Still going. Short side. O'Connell pulls that in. He's driven backwards, but now they get some numbers and they drive it back to Munster. But the Cornflakers say no. They look blindside again. It's Smith to Zebo. And Zebo is picked up and deposited over the touchline. Very, very little influence on this match as Simon Zebo. Line out comes to the Flakers. Mead goes back to Thomas. And Thomas is picked up and smashed back.
Cut.
10 seconds on the clock. It is 26-0. Was that the last chance there for the Flakers to mount a counter-attack back the other way? Munster get driven backwards. It took a lot of shoves, but now it's game on. Ali Gino runs away from his opposite number, gives to Craneen. Craneen away. He'll look to go over the top. Chips ahead for Thomas. Thomas is flying. Craneen is coming. Look out. Here's the tackle on Earls.
Release.
puts him down, and look at the shoves here. Look at this treatment of the ruck. Absolute disregard as away they come now. Smith away for Heikkinen. Heikkinen for the corner, and Heikkinen will score. Oh, that is something special from the Flakers. Not to be outdone, not to be underestimated. That is how well they can play. Sensational chase of the kick. Look at those small numbers there. First at the breakdown, Mount past one of them. He has been exquisite on his return to the forward pack. Simple finish, quickly recycled. Look who was there. It was Curitin to play scrum half. Dodgy ball to Chris Smith, done brilliantly to offload it away to Heikkinen, who finishes like the best of them. Craneen was right there as well. His break, his kick over the top and chase was so influential to how well that try went down. He is an absolute master in the number 10 jumper for the Flakers. Time is up. Final play of the match will be Craneen. Oh, and that is magical. That is some expert goal kicking from Jonathan Craneen. No other can match him when it comes to form like this. Craneen is superb. The Flakers outstanding as they get a big win over Munster, who are struggling yet again. Now 4 losses from 4 matches. Kept to nil, unable to get on the score sheet, though they did have some really good chances. There was some average defending in there from the Flakers, some very average clear-outs as well, but in the end, they got the job done, 33 points to nil. Didn't quite match the 38 from the All Flakes, but still a very well-played performance from the Flakers. Munster nil, kept to 0 again. That will be utterly, destroying to them and their confidence, if there's any left for the rest of the season. Will there be any way back for the Munster side, who still have to play the Guardians as well? Another tester against these sides. But the 33 points for the Flakers coming from 1 try to Sam Thomas, but 2 from Ryan Heikkinen and 2 from Jonathan Craneen. Those 2 were outstanding. Heaps of mentions as well for the rest. I think Chris Smith was involved in absolutely everything from the tight head side of the front row. McDonald and Malpass outstanding in the second row. Ali Gino had some massive runs off the back of the scrums as well. Very quick for a powerful number 8. Craneen, you can't go past. Neither Heikkinen, Eddington and Rogers were pretty good as well. Thomas was decent, and Barrett, well, he didn't have much to do at the back. But all in all, a very good team display from the Flakers. Munster did come into it quite a lot in the second half too. Look at that, from mid-30s of possession and territory up to 41 and 55. They've got to be happy with that, especially being able to take out territory, which really showed how well they were camped in the Flakers half, but they couldn't get any points, which will be the big goal that the Flakers come away with from this game. 5 tries were scored from 12 line breaks, pretty close to that 50% conversion rate as well, which will please the Flakers. Big tries scored, a lot of handling errors, just about 1 for every line break, which is not always the best, but that's the way they play. Exciting, it's risky, it's committed, but it is entertaining for the fans out there. So a 5-point win on the board for the Flakers. Now they should shoot right up the table. Let's see where they sit and where we have to go next for our final match of round 5. So we've had a couple of matches take place since a big win, 33-0, the Flakers over Munster. We've had the Highlanders, big win, 26-12 over the Stormers, and the Waratahs dealing to the Glasgow Warriors. Last match of round 5 is Clermont at home against the Guardians of the Crib. That's a big one. The Guardians, as we can see by the standings now, have to score a big win to even get near into second place. They need to win by 5 points, so they need the bonus point for tries scored if they are to pass the All Flakes. It is the Corn Flakers now, unassailably after 5 rounds in first place. The Guardians cannot catch them. Even with a 5-point win, they will only go to 23. It is the Corn Flakers with 4 bonus points from 5 matches. The pressure is on now, the All Flakes and the Guardians, to get bonus points from their matches, every single one coming up from now. The other teams who are even close to getting a look in here, Toulon and the Waratahs both on 16, both suffering 2 losses now. The Highlanders sit way back on 11. Saracens and Clermont have 10 points from just 4 matches, so still an opportunity for those teams if they can get big wins in their next games to get near the top of the leaderboard. But that is setting us up beautifully for our final match of round 5. There is just, well, a round and a half almost to go until these teams start to meet each other. Remember, if you guys think someone played outstandingly well, leave in the comments who your player of the match was, or players of the match if you think multiple people were outstanding, so we can get them in there for Team of the Week for round 5. But until we meet again for the Guardians game against Clermont, thank you for tuning in and watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.